In a world obsessed with being the best, we're constantly told to level up, to be better, faster, stronger. But let's get real. How often do we stop and ask, better at what? And better for whom? Here's the truth. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't strive for greatness. Absolutely push your limits, but do it as you. Trying to morph into someone else, chasing someone else's dreams, it's like wearing shoes that don't fit. Sure, you might make it a few steps, but eventually, you'll trip. And trust me, it's not a pretty fall. Look at the world's top innovators, places like the US, Canada, Europe. These countries encourage kids to dig deep, to find a unique spark, and guess what? They've produced world changers, Nobel laureates, groundbreaking inventors, and leaders who've left a mark. Why? Because they're not trying to be anyone else, they're too busy being the best versions of themselves. But then there are nations still shaking off the chains of colonization, where people were taught to be ashamed of their own culture, their own identity. These places? They churn out service workers, not game changers. And why? Because they're too busy playing catch-up, trying to be like the so-called superior cultures that once ruled over them. Let's be clear. Just because you were oppressed doesn't mean you stay oppressed. Just because you've made mistakes doesn't mean you can't rise above them. The world doesn't need more clones. It needs you, in all your messy, complicated, beautiful glory. Being mediocre isn't about accepting who you are. It's about settling for less than what you can be. So, yes, push yourself. Get better. But do it for you, not for anyone else. And while we're at it, let's make sure the next generation knows this too. It's on us to give our kids the wings to fly, not by showing them how to follow, but by teaching them how to lead. Sure, some will stumble, some will fall, but those who find the true path, they'll soar. So here's the million-dollar question. Do you want your kids stuck in a 9-to-5 grind, weighed down by the chains of someone else's expectations? Or do you want them to be happy, truly happy, doing what they love? The choice is yours. The journey starts now. Remember, the world needs the best version of you, not another copy. Stay true, stay bold, and keep pushing forward. Thanks for listening. If you liked our content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.